Finally got some new fuel pumps, right? I got these here, and I need to get them installed on the car. So I'm trying to get them done for this race coming up this Saturday, the Brawl in the Falls. Now, it's a 2-day event. I'm probably gonna only enter the race on Saturday. Um, don't really think I got anything for cash days, so I'm gonna enter True Street, and maybe I can get lucky again. We'll see. So I got these Magnafuel fuel pumps that I need to somehow get mounted in the back of the car. Um, I wanted to build a bracket, but I think I can mount them to the existing pan or sheet metal that's in the car already. So I think I can mount them in the corners over here on the other side, obviously. So let's look at that. So I got my fuel line down, the original one, and I'm gonna put two bulkheads right here, right, just like I did that one. So when I want to drain it, I'm gonna put another bulkhead, two of them right here, so it'll constantly have fuel flow, even when it wheelies and all the fuel rushes to the back, be right there. Cool. So I think I'm gonna try to mount them one right here and one over here. Now I need to try and drill it out. This metal isn't that thick, but I think it's thick enough, right, to support them and hold them. So I might brace it on the other side, but I'm just gonna put it up there and see what happens. All right, so let's see if I can get these holes drilled. All right, so I got one kind of sort of mounted like I wanted. However, right, I couldn't get, it didn't turn out where I wanted it with this bolt hole here. It actually fits better when it's on one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld a tab onto this one. I'm gonna fill that hole in the best I can, weld a tab on it to reach the other bolt hole so that it actually has two. And then I got it bolted here. All right, so I'm gonna double secure it. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna put a weld on the bottom here and then a weld on the side here. So it'll be secured to this. I gotta clean all this up too. So right now it's all just mock up, and hopefully I can get it mocked up and ready to go by Saturday. So my bulkheads are here. These are some huge bulkheads, right? So I gotta drill a hole in my tank to install these. It's a pretty big bulkhead there, so I gotta get a hole that's big enough to allow this one to fit through. Allow that top part to fit through. All right, so this is it. This is it. No turning back now. I gotta move this one over a little bit, right? Didn't realize how close I had them, so this one's got to move back a little bit. I don't have it bolted in all the way, so I'm just gonna unbolt it, slide it back. This one is relatively good. This hole here in the circle cut is where I got to drill a hole in it and put for this one, right? Because my 90 is gonna go over here for that one. This one's got to move back. It's probably gonna be somewhere over here, right? So, I mean, this is no turning back right here, man. Once we drill this hole, it's it's all go. I mean, which is cool because, like I say, I drilled a hole for this one already and haven't had a problem with this one in years. So hopefully, don't have any problems. Whoa! Thought I drained all the fuel out of it. Apparently, I did not. That gasket. Great if it would cut its own threads in there. Now, right, that's just mock up. See, so now, once I get that done, that one's gonna go like that. To go. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move this one. I must say so myself. She turning out pretty good. All I gotta do is run this one over here and put my Y in the main, line here. And we're good to go. Tighten up my connections and hopefully these bulkheads don't leak. And we're good to go. All right, the garage is a mess, but it gets that way anytime I'm working on the car. So this is the last fitting I need to put on. I got these already done. I put a video, a link in the top corner, right, on how to install these if you want to see it again. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do, we're almost done, is I'm gonna take these fuel rail brackets, weld them to make a additional bracket for my fuel pump. So it actually needs to go like that. We don't even need filler for this. All right, a little bit of paint, and we are done with this bracket. I didn't even really need to paint it. Just do it on there. Let that dry, and then we are done. All right, so I've got everything done. I wasn't able to get it done in time to go racing. So part of it was my fault because I tightened my bulkhead way too tight. I thought it was still loose because it was still spinning. And I was having my wife underneath trying to hold it, but I ended up over tightening it and I mushroomed the little gasket, right? So it was leaking from there, my fault. So I went and got another one, or a copper gasket, to make it work, and I tried to get it to work, ended up having to modify it because it was just a bit too small, so I had to bore it out, got that to work. So it's not leaking. Everything works. All right, so that's the copper washer that I made to go on there. So it's not leaking. Fuel been sitting in it for probably like 2 hours, not 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half by now. So it's not leaking. Looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and order another one like this, but just for backup, just in case. But this one seems to be fine. Might just buy a couple of more of those copper ones and just bore them out and let it work. This is the bracket that I made, and it's in there. Everything is all good. But then when it started up, and this fitting's leaking. Out of all the fittings, this one is leaking. Anyway, I think it's a defect in it or something. Maybe the flare is, it's only one. So what I'm gonna do, probably gonna get another one. Just gonna order another one or drive down to Summit and get another one, another 45. I got a 90, which it may or may not work, but it doesn't matter. I'm not racing this weekend. But yeah, so that's the only fitting that needs to be fixed, because that one is leaking, and I think it's coming out of here. Right. And my garage is a mess because I've been just throwing tools everywhere. But listen to it. Pretty loud. And we'll crank it up. All right, so yeah, you guys saw the leak. One leak, get that fixed, and we should be good to go. You know, I'm tired, ain't no need to go rushing. So thanks for watching, and if you're still here, if you want to, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications so you can be up to date on these new, progress of the build. And I'm gonna be heading back to the East Coast soon. So we're gonna try to get some races in while we're over there. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all. Catch you next time, and have a good one.